Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speeder, and today we're doing a live analysis of my 10k MMR account, and we're going to be trying to win a little rank game and teach you guys along the way. So we're going to be starting off in the draft phase here. Let's see who we got to pick. So we have a support, 2 offlaners. Basically, I check to see how many supports are there, because those usually are, there's way too many offlaners, and I'm an offlaner. But we're going to pick the lowest rank support. So how this works, to briefly explain it, is the worst players you pick, the more MMR you'll gain. It's from like 10 MMR to 40. And so depending on how bad the people are that you pick, the more MMR you will gain, and the better players you will pick, the closer you get to 10 MMR gain. So we will pick the other support here, and then we'll probably just pick, maybe I pick the high rank core. It is nice to have at least one high rank core. Yeah, we'll do that. Since this guy wants to be on Dire, I'll pick him. We'll go for the plus 10. So there's 2 off lanes left, which I don't know what this guy is. I might end up playing safe lane. No, okay, so I will actually get to play off lane. Why is this guy trying to take off lane? I didn't pick an off laner. Okay. Why is this guy trying to take my role? All right, we're gonna ban Undying. I ban Undying every game. Not every game, because sometimes I like trying strategies against it. For instance, I think Slark is like okay against it, but let's see what we can go for here. I actually been considering playing Slark offlane. I've played it a few times. I've been considering practicing it more, is what I mean. Could go for something standard, can go meta, Broods in the pool. That is the most meta pick I can go for here. All right, neither of my support players are picking. This is wonderful. Why? All right, we're just gonna pick Brood to save time because this is insane. I don't know what's going on with our other support. He's just AFK. All right, so I don't exactly know what my lane is. Unfortunately, we lost a ton of gold, which is actually really gonna hurt. Actually, maybe it won't hurt that much. I can go triple branch. Usually I like to go quelling, but branch is not bad on Brood because you get 2.1 damage because you're universal. So this is not terrible. We're either laning against Huskar or SF. Both lanes should be okay. We'll see. I'm laning with Spirit Breaker, which kind of sucks. It can go alright. The reason why is having a stun or a disable with Brood in the lane is nice, because the key to this hero is when you click Insatiable Hunger, you don't want to let them kite you, right? So that's why you want to get boots pretty early. You don't want to get kited during Insatiable. And I think I'm against Ensh SF, which is going to be a little hard, I think. I'm a little bit nervous about what's going to happen to Legion Commander in the mid lane. All right, before we get into the main part of the video, I do want to let you guys know that I'm not only posting videos here on YouTube, I also frequently post videos on the website. If you don't know what I'm talking about, almost every single day I'm posting a new video to the Game League website. We're going to teach you guys in depth about how to get to the next level. So if you want to become absolutely broken and really take your game to the next level, I'm going to be able to help you, because sometimes the guides on YouTube, there's either not enough of them, they're not specific, or they're just tier lists, which I know you guys love, but at the end of the day, the Game League website is going to help you get to the next level. So click the link down below and sign up. All right, so when it comes to contesting the rune, I'm always kind of thinking about what heroes do they have? Do they have some sort of Pudge or Mirana or just something in general that's going to kill me? Maybe a Veno 5. None of their heroes have really true disable. The only thing to really be concerned about, and actually it is something to be concerned about, is Shadow Fiend. Getting triple raised can kill you in the early game, so looks like we'll be fine here. It is a Huskar mid, so that does mean that I probably should have bought a magic wand. I will buy a salve, and the reason why I'm going to buy a salve here against Shadow Fiend is he'll probably want to try to... this is annoying. He'll probably want to triple... Is she actually going to chase up the hill? Does she want to get destroyed? I don't think I'll be able to kill her because her hero's really fast, but... Oh, he's sealed charge. Maybe she does die. So, if you don't know, Silken Bola is a nuts ability. It's a 6-second slow that makes you do bonus damage and does 120 damage. This ability, level 1, is one of the best spells in the game. Like, straight up, it just kills people. So, we're going to pull aggro into the range. We'll let him have that. So, he'll obviously nuke the range, so I actually want to pull aggro so I don't... Okay, see, this is going to be the problem in the lane. It's a little hard for Spirit Breaker to hit Ensh, because he's obviously a melee hero. So, I'm going to use my Eon Enchantress here, and that will hopefully push her off. So I'll queue up my magic wand now, which honestly isn't going to do that much. Unfortunately, one of the problems with Ench, and the reason why she's kind of a broken hero in my opinion... Oh, this lane's so weird. Can you hit the Ench? Just run at the Ench. Like, mirror her. I know, I just need him... I need him to get in her face, just so she can't hit me this much. She's just hitting me as much as she wants. Alright, I'm going to buy a second set of tangos, just because this lane's going to be a little difficult. We got our webs up at least. Did I give them stick chargers for that? Oh, they actually don't have sticks, so that's good. I could pop myself now, which maybe I should, just so I can contest all of these CS, because I really... that sucks. Yeah, all right. So we're okay. I mean, they pushed in the lane pretty hard, which means I'm all right. And now that he has charge, he's actually pretty strong. So I'll pop myself now just because I'm kind of zoned out anyway. And I can kind of all in the... we can kill this guy on your charge, or Eng. Go SF, go SF. So you can see that's kind of why this lane is good. The Silken Bola. Oh my god, this Enshiro is so AIDS. I'm actually gonna have to pop my Q just to heal. I'm just gonna do it now. So using the Q to heal is a decent way to sustain the lane. It doesn't heal you that much at level 1, but it's not bad. And okay, so my Spirit Breaker ganked mid, which is fine. I actually do want to try to get this Lotus, it'd be huge, because my HP pool's kind of in a weird spot, so... Fuck, I didn't get it. Actually could have maybe tried to kill her. Not anymore. So I do want to get boots in this lane, and then if I can get the lane back now, I can probably kill the SF, so... Unfortunately, my CS isn't that good, but it's kind of it is what it is. Going against SF Ench in the early levels, this Brood is not good. Not a huge fan of this play. These are terrible raises. So he's gonna run low on mana because he doesn't have a stick or anything. So we'll be okay eventually. And I do want to pick up raindrops eventually too in this lane. There's a lot of things I need. Let's go on SF on your next charge. She can heal the SF, which sucks a bit. But that's alright. No, I'm not close enough. I'm not close enough. He needs to wait for me to get closer. So with the boots, I'll also be able to close the gap more. And I kind of feel like I might use my Q just to heal here. Also, when the Ench is going to throw an impetus at me and I can read that, it's important that I actually step into her, so... He's charging through here. Maybe I should have skilled my E, honestly. That's alright. I mean my Q, because you can skill your Q to take 2 points in it and it heals you a lot more. So I think, okay, so the lane will push now. The lane will push pretty hard, so this is good. And now we can look for a kill on SF if he doesn't leave. Okay, so he's looking at mid, which I don't blame him. So I just kind of have to chill. I expected this game to be hard. I mean, it's SF Enchantress, and I have a melee support who can't really help me. Try to come back bottom when you can. This guy can die. Go SF, go SF. This is why you buy boots, because let's say I buy movement speed items, then I wouldn't be able to stay on him with Insatiable. No, chill, chill, chill. I wouldn't be able to stick on him with Insatiable, and it would look a lot different. This guy's level 4. I should get the hit off. It's fine. Yeah, so it would just look a lot different, right? Because basically you hit hard enough with just normal stat items. Like I have 2 circlets and a wand, so that gives me plenty of attack speed. And then it's more of a matter of just being able to continuously hit with the Q. So I will actually scale it up. All right, they're doing some cheeky shit here. I'm fine. My hero can run through trees. So we'll get the Lotus. SF dies too. I can go on the SF by myself. Okay, no, he's charging. I'll wait. I'm just gonna kill this Ench. Their Oscar died. Alright, so as much as I'd love to go and dive that SF, I think it's better I just farm this up. And this is kind of the nice thing about Brood. Your hero, it's good at coming back too, because it has a lot of kill threat, even after not necessarily the greatest start. And I'm going to go Soul Ring over Treads, because I'm hitting a pretty early level 6, because I got a ton of solo XP. It's not that early of a 6, let's be real, but it's an okay timing. So we'll queue that up. It makes you really tanky as well, which is kind of nice. You're hard to gank. And so now we got this. We'll make our spiders on the range creep, because you nuke it and hit it in one shot. And then I think I'll go right click build after. It's a pretty solid game for the right click build because I don't think pipe is that useful this game. Okay, so this is blocked. And now at this point, when the spiders kill one of the creeps, it gets an extra spider. So you want to make sure you're killing the creeps with your spiders and not just your hero. It's pretty important. So at this point, we'll get our soul ring. Then I think I'll go Treads and Echo and then BKB. It's a good BKB game because it allows me to kill the Huskar, because the way Huskar defends himself against Brood is disarm. When I'm BKB, that's not an option for him, so that's pretty good. So we want to let the small camp respawn here, kill this with our spiders. So SF rotated out. And I'm actually not going to put a huge priority on taking this tower, just because I'm not really afraid of any of their heroes. So this is kind of like some in-depth tech. But if I'm not afraid, also I want to tank these creeps for my occult bracelet. If I'm not afraid of their heroes, I won't really put a priority on taking the tower because I don't even think anyone will be able to lane against me. Maybe Magnus, I guess? Maybe? I could take it so I can push in the lane and then collapse on mid, but if I'm going aura build, I'm more inclined to collapse, but with these items, like Treads and Echo, I'm less inclined. I feel like it's okay for me to play slow, so something I'll do too is I'll just kind of like come here and get stomped on. We'll kill the smaller creep fast first, just for more spiders, for efficiency. Farm this up. And we'll just kind of let the creeps take the tower, and I'll just continue to farm up everything. And this is how you get freaking massive on this hero. Like, you just go from camp to camp to camp, and you kind of just let the tower die naturally. And then you just CS the tower last second. I know it's not dying. I know the tower's about a 3rd HP right now. I'm kind of like keeping track mentally. And the next creep wave won't kill it, I believe, but will come close, so I'll be careful about that. And I'm watching the map. I see SF, I see techies. I don't actually see the other heroes. It's pretty unlikely that they're coming to kill me. You know, they're busy fighting. My team's doing some crazy shit. And could I rotate? No, not really. The fight is so far away from me where I just don't see it as worth it. And now I'll put my spiders on, and we'll get the CS. And now we're close to Echo. And now we're gonna I like putting my webs a little south because I'll farm the camps down. And we are gonna max out the Q because we're going right click build. So this is where I could connect to mid, and I often will. I like putting a web in between these two camps because then you can farm both of them. But I have two options. I can continue to just get huge and farm on my BKB timing, which is not bad. That's definitely a fine option. Also, I like to use my soul ring before the spiderlings come up because then I get actually more soul ring usage. If you wait to like use soul ring at the same time as using spiders, well, it's just inefficient. I don't know how else to put it. Oh shit, I just missed my spiders, that's bad. So I'm still watching the mat. I could pressure the tier 2, but I actually don't find it to be that useful because I don't really feel like, usually you can't really kill it. And I just kind of feel like the pressure's sort of fake. I don't feel like it usually amounts to very much. Some games it can, if you really think you're gonna get left alone, which honestly is sort of true here. Like, let's actually test and see how much damage I do. We'll test for the video. If I use Insatiable level 3, Huskar's respawning. He could TP on me. I'll quickly check if he TP'd south. No. So he's probably afraid of me. But okay, this is actually very, very real pressure. I guess with 3 points Insatiable and a cart, it's real. Because we're gonna take it here straight up. Well, not what I expected, but that's a tier 2. And you can see I didn't have like the greatest to start, but that's why people think like, oh, I have to own my lane to win the game. I mean, some games, sure, but like when I have a Spirit Breaker who's gonna constantly roam mid and can't really help me in the early levels, I'm whatever, you know? I'm like fine with not having like some incredible start. And it's important to have that perspective because it allows you to stay calm when things aren't going maybe as well as they could. Because I only had like 12 CS in minute 4, which is probably partially due to my own mistakes, I'm sure, but it's also just due to difficult matchups. And, you know, we make our best. My team is kind of owning. How is it only 10 to 18? It feels like they're owning way harder. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. But okay, once again, pop the soul ring before, because soul ring lasts for 10 seconds, I think, or 8, 10. So you can pop it before. And now we're level 10. We're the highest level in the game outside of my Legion, who has 6 kills, so can't really catch up to her. But neutral creeps are worth so much XP, so you're gonna get so much XP from just clearing out all these neutral camps. And I'm looking at the Huskar. At this point, I'm definitely willing to connect. I'm very, very strong. BKB is kind of the insane timing on this hero. Is Huskar feeding? He's feeding. And also what I do, this is an interesting take that I have, I actually skill stats instead of maxing the E, and I don't take either the 10 or the level 15 talent. So I'm basically getting an extra 5 point of stats, which I feel is worth it on a right-click hero like Brood. Sorry, specifically a universal hero like Brood, right? It makes me very tanky, I hit harder. Also, I might as well take this outpost quick, I guess. And I'm gonna look to connect here. Once again, I don't feel any real need to force any fights right now because me staying out on the map means that they're gonna completely get out farm. And it also means that they lost a tier 2, which you saw earlier. The reason why I'm farming these camps right now, even though my Legion blocked this camp, okay, I don't think oh, he's level 7, all right. Is this guy feeding? Yeah, well, okay. Well, this is gonna be a short video, but I'm still gonna post that. I want you guys to kind of see just like the laning stage, some of the ideas on Brood in the early game, how to kill people. It's all about using the E and the Q in tandem. Also, just in general, the E, if people man up to you, if they go melee range, you win almost every trade. Because it's a flat out 120 damage nuke, 40% miss chance, and 25% slow. You also hit them harder. So it's just insane. I'm gonna get RP'd. All right. This guy's dead. All right, and at this point of the Ultra kill, give me the rampage! But alright, that's gonna be about all for today's video. I know it's on the shorter end, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed, and hopefully you learned quite a bit about the laning stage and just understanding matchups. Also a little bit about farming and understanding when to take the tower and when not to, as well as just kind of the general farming patterns that enable you to explode on this hero, because you can see, even without the greatest of starts, now I had a good start, right? Don't think that this is some like meh game. Wow, it was MVP? I thought it would have been my Legion, but don't think this is some meh start. It was obviously a good game, and I had some good matchups getting into the mid game. I mean, not that the game was even really played out, but what I mean by that is they didn't really have a spider killer, maybe empowered Magnus, but he went Mana Boots, and even if he doesn't have Mana Boots and has real items, my Q threatens him pretty hard. He can't really man fight me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out.
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the Game Leap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.